Hey everybody, Alex Kozora, SteelersDepot.com, back with some more Pittsburgh Steelers tape breakdown and analysis. I want to talk about just briefly one play, one of the final plays of Pittsburgh's 2023 season, the wildcard loss to the Buffalo Bills, and breaking down a concept that I liked, that worked well, resulted in a touchdown, things I want to see going forward under new OC Arthur Smith. Before we start, if you guys could like this video, subscribe to the channel. Also, check out the site SteelersDepot.com. Would really appreciate that. So going back here to the wildcard game, late fourth quarter, Pittsburgh's chances of winning were low at this point, but still fighting on. 3-by-1 formation, trips bunch to the top here with Diontae Johnson, the point man, Pat Freiermuth, and Calvin Austin. And they're going to run a spot or a snag concept. And you see that in virtually every playbook. It's a 3-route combination consisting of a flat route, which is what Freiermuth runs, a corner route, a 7 route to the end zone to the pylon, which is what Diontae Johnson runs, and a curl route, the snag, the spot route that Calvin Austin runs. And he sits down here against zone coverage. Rudolph beats him the football, and it is a touchdown. What I like, though, especially is this, because you can run, everyone runs the same route combinations and kind of the same foundational type of stuff, but how you present it to a defense matters. And this is not necessarily super high-level type of stuff, but it's still good to see. It's scheming people open out of a traditional, 3-man route combination. So just being able to change releases. The bunch here creates a free release here for Freiermuth and for Calvin Austin. And Austin here initially is the number one receiver. He's the furthermost outside receiver. So he's number one. Diontae's number 2 is that kind of, second innermost slot receiver. And then Freiermuth, number 3, is that, most furthest to the inside, I should say, wide receivers. Number 1, number 2, number 3. And then off the snap here, you're going to see them change their, alignments. And Freiermuth now becomes number 1, the most outside receiver. And Calvin Austin becomes the new number 3, the most inside wide receiver. And again, the bunch here is creating this free release, which is important for somebody like Calvin Austin, undersized. You can jam and reroute him. The bunch dissuades Buffalo from doing that. And they're basically in cover 2 high shell, corners underneath here in the flat, almost a box call. This 4 over 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 defenders from Buffalo against 3 Steelers receivers. But again, it's just creating that space there. Sit down against zone, show the quarterback your numbers. It's a nice combination here for Rudolph to work. He can work low, he can work to the flat, he can work to the curl, he can work to the 7 route. Typically that snag route is what you're reading first, and then you kind of work off of that. And so just simple stuff like that. Doesn't have to be super high level or this crazy mad scientist thing. Just run your snag concept from bunch, change alignments a little bit, help with the release, get Calvin Austin open, and Rudolph reads it well, puts it on him for a touchdown. Pittsburgh in the red zone, the last several seasons, they've been in the 20s. They've been something like, 26th ranked red zone offense this past year. They were 23rd the years before. They have not really had good red zone offenses, even in years where they had a ton of talent. The Killer Bees, Ben, A.B. Bell. There was one year, I think Randy Fichtner's first year, they were number 1 in red zone offense. But beyond that, they never really had super strong red zone attacks. And you sit there and wonder, why can't this team score? When you can't score in the red zone, typically won't be a high-scoring offense overall. Go figure. So that's something that Arthur Smith will have to address. He had really good red zone offenses in Tennessee, did not have that kind of success in Atlanta, but I know that Smith has talked about it some. He likes to run, high-low concepts here and horizontal crossers in the red zone, really take advantage of the horizontal aspect of the field because there isn't as much vertical space when you're working down towards the red zone. And this could be an example of a high-low read here when you have the flat and the curl and then the corner route working over the top. So that'll be a mission here for Arthur Smith, but I just like the call. This, of course, was under Mike Sullivan and Eddie Faulkner, who will not be having some sort of coordinator or play-calling roles in 2024. But just like the concept, wanted to share it and see the result, a touchdown to Calvin Austin. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Appreciate you guys watching. Short-ish video by my standards today. I do have some longer form videos planned for you guys that will take some time, obviously, to go through, but those will come hopefully during the off season. And so just a little short video because I do want to keep talking tape and keep talking about the Steelers, even though things are pretty quiet right now. February, although Pittsburgh just released Trubisky and Chukwuma Okorafor and Presley Harvin III. check out the channel and the site for more information and reaction to that. So again, thank you guys for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.